Hey, shalom, Makim, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machakwadash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth and that's still teaching his truth. Much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes and who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all I say shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson. And I pray this lesson will be edifying to the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I'm not really too sure what I'm going to entitle this lesson. But this is a prime reason as to why two things. Why 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be put down in a very, very graphic, a very, very brutal fashion. Okay, this is one of the reasons as to why. Okay, and what you see here, this dude, this individual, I'm gonna try to be mindful of my words because I don't want YouTube to flag my video, But this individual, this Mo, all right, that you see here on the screen, all right, is a dude, all right, and supposedly, the individual who's going to be pulling up on this guy is this dude's either A, his dad, or B, his stepfather. All right. And this is why America, all right, this is why America, Babylon the Great, which Babylon means confusion, is going to be burnt up. Okay, this is one of the reasons as to why America is going to be burnt up in the fashion that Yahweh Bashem Shah is going to burn it up in by way of thermonuclear missiles and fire from the chariots, man. And this is another reason as to why you need to stay away from the black woman. Okay, because this is a prime example of a product of the nigger woman, the Negro woman. This is a product of it. This madness that you see here on the screen. Now, I'm going to get a quick precept. This is the 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Verse 22, it says, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain." This individual right here on the screen was born in vain. He was born to be like this. When I say be like this, he was born to be in this position that you see right now, ultimately to be destroyed at the very end. Okay, this dude over here is given over to a reprobate spirit. Everybody that's going to be in this slide, whether it be the father, whether it be all the people that's buttering up this individual, I need to watch my words. Everybody in this video ultimately, if this was in the ancient world, everybody would be stoned to death, man. Everybody in this clip will be stoned. You see? But that's why the scripture says, let me get it real quick. I'll get back to this. How the Lord was displeased because there was no displeased because there was no judgment. Salaki, hold on. Isaiah 59, verse 15. All right, this is Isaiah 59, verse 15. It says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. You see, when you depart from the ways of this world and you depart from the so-called black culture, when you depart from this world, you make yourself a prey. Now, when you get this word prey here, and the reason as to why you make yourself a prey is because the rest of the people that's in this world have not departed. So, as Yahweh Shah said, if you were of the world will love its own. Because I have called you out of the world will hate you. Whether it be your family, whether it be everyday individuals that you run into and that you see, you can't trust these people out here, man. Of course, you do your job, you go to work and you do your thing. You're not walking around just being an asshole to everybody. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, you cannot trust these people. Okay? You can't trust these people. All right? That word pray is shalal. Okay? I'm going to get to the video. That word is shalal. And it says, he that departs from evil is one despoiled. You see, you're looked at as the evil one. You're looked at as the wrongdoer for for calling bullshit out for calling bullshit like this out, man. You see, you're considered evil. Wow, why you being mean? Why you being mean? Why you gotta point that individual out? He ain't do anything to you. What the scriptures tell you, it says what? It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions and the house of Israel their sins, man. You got to point these things out, man. And this is nothing more than pure wickedness, man. I don't even want to use the word pure because it's not pure. All right, this is defiled wickedness, man. Nasty, dirty This is a reprobate, man. A complete reprobate, man. Isaiah 59. Verse 15, it says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. You see, it says the Lord looked and was displeased to find there was no justice, man. You see, because once again, if the law of Yahweh Bashim Shai was intact in this world, all right, which we're not sovereign, so we can't implement the law, statutes, and commandments 100%. If this was in our society in the ancient world, this wouldn't even be happening. Nowhere close. And once again, everybody in this clip would be stoned. Everyone. Going back to 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 22, it says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Right? It says, and let my grape be kept, and my plant. For with great labor have I made it perfect. And the grape that the Lord is going to keep and his plant are talking about ultimately the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? Now let's watch this, man.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom. Mind you, oh boy, this just pissing me off, man. I'm just play it. Look, you got this soft reprobate, confused ass nigga walking up, taking his son to the prom. Taking his son to the prom. And his son is a complete flaming mo. Everybody in this clip, and then you see, who do you see around? Who you see all around? Evie. So-called, look at this madness, man.
Don't mess up that makeup, Jabba.
Look at this nigga, man. Big, overgrown Magic Johnson Jr. ass nigga, man. Shit is crazy, man. And once again, you got the so-called black women out there, you know, but they're the ones. Oh, we don't got no more real men. Where's all the real men at? Where y'all at? But this is a product of the so-called black woman. This is a product of it, man. That they breed confusion, man. Breed confusion, man. This is nothing more than just confusion going on, man. And I see why Yahweh Bashim Shai gonna put down 2/3 of our people in the brutal fashion that he's gonna do it in, man. All this madness is just, man. Let me get something real quick. What's that? Jeremiah 18, I think it is. I think it's Jeremiah 18. Let me see. This is Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 20. It says, shall evil be recompensed for good? And the answer is no. You see? The answer is no. And you got all kinds of evil going on. And I guarantee you these individuals believe that they're Christians, quote unquote, they're not believe. They're Christians, air quotes right now. They're Christians. You know? Believe in quote unquote Jesus, but this is a product of it, man. You got the Father and the Son. This is your son. This is your seed. And he ain't ashamed at all. He ain't ashamed at all. He ain't disgraced at all. He ain't ashamed of nothing. Nothing. The scriptures say, where is it at? He left behind. He leaveth behind like someone like himself. Right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. You see, this boy right here, he never got his ass beat. You see? He just allowed it. You know, he probably seen his son playing with baby dolls when he was a kid, playing with little dolls or putting on dresses and high heels. And I guarantee you the mother was over here. Laurel, let him go ahead and do it, Daryl. You know, or whatever the dude's name is, Mark. You know, let him do it. Let him do it. Are you having a good time? Oh yeah, you know, ain't no problem. Yeah, my son like to wear dresses. Yeah, you know, playing with brats, baby dolls and shit like that, man. Wearing dresses, wearing high heels. For Halloween, this nigga want to be fucking Tinkerbell, whatever that, Tinkerbell. Is that I think that's what her name is, Tinkerbell. You know? Even though Halloween is fucking wicked, but you get what I'm saying. Nigga dressing up like Winnie the Pooh and shit. It says, he that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. You see, he can't rejoice of his son when he's with his friends. I guarantee he probably don't even have no friends, man. That dude on the left, the father, he in captivity. He can't do nothing. He can't go nowhere. His wife run him. That's a complete disgrace. That's a shame. That's an embarrassment. If you a real man, that's an embarrassment. And he gonna take this nigga to prom. Your father, you gonna take your son that's a flaming Mo to prom. And like you man. Verse 3. It says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead. For he hath left one behind him that is like himself. Because ultimately this guy, he's into that kind of stuff on the low. He's probably one of them on the low jakes. You see? He's probably one of them on the low jakes, man. I'm going to come back to Jeremiah, but I'm about to play a little bit more of this video so I can wrap it up in a second. And all you hear in the background is just a bunch of cackling. Oh, he crying. Oh, he crying. Oh, my God, he crying. All this clamorous madness, man. All this bullshit, man. And once again, man, I'm going to just say it, man, the fucking nigga woman, the black woman, man. You see? All this madness, man, all this confusion. Big, overgrown, McNasty ass nigga just what wearing the dress, what's going on here? Confusion, man.
Look down, let him cry. Oh, he's crying. Oh my God. Oh, you made him cry. Wait. Let him fall on the floor. Let him fall on the floor. Oh, poor baby.
And the father need his fucking ass kicked, man. Everybody out there need a swift ass whooping, man. Everybody out there need I'm talking about, you wouldn't even have enough stones. You wouldn't even have enough stones, man. You had to bring a bulldozer with boulders, man. Everything out there needs to be burnt. Everything out there needs to be burned. The house needs to be burnt up. Everybody needs to be burnt up out there. And it's the father, man. I blame the father, man. I blame the father because he's the head of it. He needs a swift ass whooping, man. Everybody out there needs to get the brakes beat off of him, man. Every single last one of them. And once again, you hear the black woman out there. Oh, he crying. Oh my God. Look down. Look at him, baby. But once again, they're the main ones that's complaining. Oh, well, we can't find no good man. Well, ain't no good man out there. Where are the good black men? But this is the product of this is the creation of the nigga woman right here. It's a creation of it.
Oh, Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Man, get so hard, honey. Get so hard. Get it off. Get it off. Get it off. Yes. Look up. Oh.
This simple ass nigga on the left, man. Simple Jake. Something bigger than this nigga, man. This nigga wearing a fucking dress.
This is monumental.
Nigga got a fucking fan.
I know.
Fanning himself. See, I can't wait till Yahweh Shemel Shai bring judgment on these niggas.
All right, come on, I need pictures. Excuse me.
And this is why we cry out, man. This is why we cry out to the Lord for judgment, man. This should, if you in your right mind, this should piss you off, man. But you showed us to the average J fam. They gonna like, oh, well, what's going on? What's wrong? Don't do it. Why are you saying things about him, man? Why are you saying things about him? It's just a father loving his son. Well, you disown your child being disowned at that point. You would have been disowned a long time ago.
I love the candidness. Let him know. Let's go.
This big Magic Johnson Jr. ass nigga. Then this nigga over here. Look at this madness, man. Oh boy, my God. Big Diamond. Oh, and it's a Muslim father. Oh, man.
(107) of the Copyright Act 19.
Hold up. Yeah, Dwayne Wade, he same thing with that warlock. That's a boy, by the way. That's Dwayne Wade's son.
Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting.
My husband...
Yeah, I had to play a little copyright, man. Let's end it off with this, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 20. It says, shall evil be recompensed for good? It says, for they have digged a pit for my soul. It says, remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them and to turn away thy wrath from them. Excuse me. Verse 21, it says, therefore deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword. You see, this is what's going to happen. This is what Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to bring, man. He's going to deliver up these children to be starved to death, to the point whereas you're going to have parents eating their children in that time. You see, and then the children that don't starve to death, they're going to get killed by the sword, man. Getting shot down in these streets, getting gunned down, getting their ass thrown. A big ass nigga getting thrown into a concentration camp, man. You see? It says, and let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows, and let their men be put to death. You see, this guy right here on the left, prime example. That guy right there. He ain't gonna make it. Cause you even have so-called Muslims, they don't even play that shit, man. It says, let their young men be slain by the sword in battle. You see? And that's what the Lord gonna bring, man. This is complete and utter madness, man. Complete madness amongst our people. And this is why Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to bring judgment. This is why he's going to bring the judgment that he's going to bring, man. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be bloody. Nigga, you can't bring in no nigga like this. No nigga like this ain't going to... Come on now. Anyways, man, with that, call hello Yahweh Shemel Shai by Shem Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth and also teaching us truth. Much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, I say shalom.